Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back once again with another episode, and it is my hope that you guys are going to enjoy it. Raila Odinga has finally decided to climb the mountain. Will he succeed in climbing the mountain? That's one question which most Kenyans have been asking. And of course, for those who follow the politics and even those who follow this channel, when Raila Odinga held that meeting in Nakuru County, I noted several things. The first thing I noted was the presence of three governors at that meeting. There was the host governor, Likinyanjui, at that time, the Nakuru governor. Then there was the Kirinyaga governor, Anwe Guru. And then there was the Laikipia governor, Governor Murithi Nderitu. And I opined that the mere fact that governors had started attending Raila Odinga's meetings, governors from the larger Mount Kenya region, was a good thing for Raila Odinga. And today, Raila Odinga held a meeting with the Meru business community. This business community were also led by a governor, Kiraitu Murungu. So which means so far, Raila Odinga can bank on 4 governors. Initially, there was the perception that most of the Mount Kenya governors were leaning towards Musalia Mudavadi because they would attend Musalia Mudavadi meetings but evade Raila Odinga's meeting. Governor Kimemia of Nyandarua hosted Mudavadi, even Lee Kinyanjui hosted Mudavadi, and several other governors, and even the Nyeri governor. And from what I can gather is that President Uhuru Kenyatta has actually directed the governors from the larger Mount Kenya region to start promoting Raila Odinga. In fact, last week, President Uhuru Kenyatta met with the leadership from the Meru region. And his instructions to them was very simple. Go outside there and sell Raila Odinga. And that's why I've been laughing at people who suggest that the president is actually campaigning for the deputy president, William Samoei Ruto. There is no way the president can be campaigning for the deputy president by organizing the kind of meetings he's organizing for Raila Odinga. I want to challenge you to go and watch the speech by Kiraitu Murungu, which I'm going to put the link here. If I don't, just check it on my wall and you'll understand what I'm trying to say. So in this video specifically, I want us to try and look at the objectives of the meeting today, and I want to try to be very brief. Let's go on. And by the way, if you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two and click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. So that can only happen if you click subscribe and check in the bell button. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Now let us get back to the main issue. I hope the quality is good. I'm seeing a bit of problem with the lighting, which is okay, normal. Now let us get back to the main issue. Last week, it was reported that President Uhuru Kenyatta met with the leadership from the larger Mount Kenya region, especially from the Meru community. And his instructions were very simple. Go outside there and support or promote Raila Odinga. Most members of parliament at that meeting, it is alleged, said no to the president's request. And today, Raila Odinga has held a meeting with the Meru business community. That meeting was actually attended by who is who from the Meru region when it comes to business. But I noted the presence of 3 people, at least people I can relate to. Kiraitu Murungu, the governor. His presence is significant because he's a sitting governor. Kiraitu Murungu was also at the forefront for pushing for Justin Muturi. Then I saw the presence of retired Judge Justice Regera. That's also significant because this is a man who played a key role during Kibaki era. Then I also saw the presence of Kilemi Mwira, a former member of parliament and a highly respected assistant minister for education in this country. But what was the objective of this particular meeting? In my view, this meeting was organized specifically to achieve 5 objectives. The first objective is to introduce Raila Odinga to the Meru business community. And that order came from none other than President Uhuru Kenyatta. That's important because even in the larger even in the larger central Kenya or the Kikuyu nation, the first thing they did was to organize a meeting with the business community. Those who remember the meeting which was organized by Polycarp Igathe. So the fact that the business community are meeting with Raila Odinga is significant because there's a perception in the larger Mount Kenya region that Raila Odinga cannot protect the business interest of the Mount Kenya region. So President Uhuru Kenyatta is organizing these meetings with the business community, people who own businesses. And once they endorse Raila Odinga, it means if you don't own a business, then you will not be able to complain about or against Raila Odinga. And in his speech, Kiraitu Murungu was very clear that they used all their time, energy and resources to set up Raila Odinga against the people of the larger Mount Kenya region using propaganda. And he explained that that was only possible, that they were doing only that, they were doing that for one main reason, to protect Kibaki and to retain power in the larger Mount Kenya region. And the fact that now Kibaki is not there, Uhuru is not there, then Raila Odinga now becomes mweupe kama pamba. So I think the idea of organizing this meeting with the business community primarily is to convince the people of the Meru region and the Mount Kenya region in general that Raila Odinga can actually serve their interest, business interest. And that's why those who spoke tried to give perspective how Raila Odinga helped them when he was in government. And I want you to listen to the speech also by Ringera at that particular meeting. So in my view, the first one is to introduce Raila Odinga to the business community from the Meru region. President Uhuru Kenyatta is doing this strategically. He started with the Mount Kenya, with the Kikuyu nation. He's now going to Meru. Then probably let us wait and see the next group Raila Odinga is going to meet. So that's the first thing. The second objective, in my view, which is also very important, is that President Uhuru Kenyatta is actually not very happy with Justin Muturi. And therefore, he's giving direction to his supporters from that region not to join Justin Muturi. And is giving them an alternative. And the alternative is none other than Raila Odinga. The fact of the matter is that Kiraitu Murungu was one of the governors who was vocal and was always present around Justin Muturi when he began his presidential bid. But after meeting President Uhuru Kenyatta and of late, I've never seen Kiraitu Murungu around Justin Muturi. And the fact that President Uhuru Kenyatta also warned them against Muturi means a lot. But again, because we're in politics, it could be a strategy by the president to direct Justin Muturi to the right direction. Because Justin Muturi cannot go it alone. He can only decide to join Ruto. If he can't join Ruto, then this team can join Raila Odinga and then later on bring on board Justin Muturi. And that's why when you listen to Kiraitu Murungu speaking, he was very clear that they are going to have their own political party. And that's what they are going to use to negotiate with Raila Odinga. And they challenge Raila Odinga to explain to them how he's going to take good care of their interest. But I think the bottom line is that the president is keen on clipping the wings of Justin Muturi. That's simple. Number 3, I think the president is also sending a message to the people of the larger Mount Kenya region that his choice for the presidency for 2022 is none other than Raila Odinga. He organized a meeting for the Kikuyus. Raila attended. Then again in Nakuru, that meeting was also well organized and attended. the president has told One Kenya Alliance that you guys support Raila Odinga. And the fact that there is now going out to the people who matter in terms of business to tell them that your choice is this. My choice is Raila Odinga. So basically, these people will be followed by the ordinary people on the ground. So I think the president is strategically communicating to the larger Mount Kenya region that my choice for 2022 is Raila Odinga. And I'm sure and certain that already the NIS is giving him reports on how people are reacting to that. Number 4, I think Raila Odinga is also determined to climb the mountain. So all these meetings are geared towards achieving that. Raila Odinga understands one thing, that if NASA coalition is going to disintegrate, then he must secure the larger Mount Kenya region. Securing the larger Mount Kenya region is going to be key for him, because it's going to mean that he's going to chew into William Ruto's support base. So if he can chew 30%, he can chew 40%, would be good for him. Without NASA, it means NASA supporters would have gone to Ruto. So if they decide to go and then run alone, then it means that would also be good for Raila Odinga. The only fear is that it can lead to runoff. And because politics in this country is normally high voltage, when we go for a runoff and Raila Odinga disagrees with the NASA core principles, then they might decide to support Ruto during the rerun. The only challenge for them is that if they support Ruto, then they should be able to wait for the next 10 years. But for Raila Odinga, at least they'll have a hope of only one term. So I think Raila Odinga is so much determined to climb the mountain. And that's why he's trying so hard to organize such kind of meetings. And lastly, I think Kiraitu Murungu is also passing a message that Meru people are going to use their own political vehicle. They are going to form their own political party. And that's the party they are going to use to negotiate with whoever, whether it's Raila, whether it's Ruto. I don't know what you think. But in my view, I think the meeting today is significant. Raila Odinga has decided to go to the mountain. President Uhuru Kenyatta's hand is clearly behind Raila Odinga's moves. Let us wait and see how things are going to unfold in the next few days. I just wish this COVID thing was behind us, because after Nakuru, I wanted to follow how Raila Odinga was going to make it across the country. But of course, even the deputy president is not left behind. He met with the Nakuru leaders yesterday. And of course, was it yesterday or today? Today, he also met with the leadership of Nakuru. That tells you that there's going to be serious contest for the hearts and souls of the people of the larger Mount Kenya region. Nakuru is in Rift Valley. But Nakuru County, those Ruto met were actually majorly Kikuyus. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.